Okay. Let me just sign in. Okay, can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, my internet is kind of slow. Okay.
Okay, the first thing we should look at is like just scroll down to the little farther down on this homepage. There's a couple things you can look at here. Do you see over to the left above the volume? It says total number of downline coaches. So you have 9 coaches in your downline. How many personally sponsored coaches do you have?
I only have one so far.
Okay. So that is the one cool thing about multi-level marketing is your team of coaches is helping build your left and right leg. So you have personally sponsored one coach, but you have 9 coaches. So we'll take a look at that, but that's exciting because it's not just you alone signing coaches. You know, you have all these other coaches that were signed by other people on your team. And also my alerts, when it shows you have 2 new coaches in your organization. If you click on that, the 2 new coaches in your organization. Yeah. So every day when you get on, you kind of want to look at this. And if it's any of your coaches, then you want to make sure they're placed correctly in your graphical genealogy. None of these coaches are your coaches, right?
Correct.
The sponsor? Okay.
Yeah.
But as your organization grows, then you'll want to pay attention to this, especially when you become like a diamond and then you have coaches signing coaches. And so you're like their leader and you want to like help them make sure they're placed in the right place in your organization. So let's go to my business and then my downline and then over to graphical. Okay. Yeah, bring that up a little bit.
Oops.
Okay, so right now that the dotted red guy, that is where your next coach is going to be placed. So that means that's where your preferred placement is set up, wherever the little red dotted guy is. So did you say you've already signed one coach?
Yeah, she's down here. Sorry, it's my sister.
Okay.
She's right here.
Oh, there you are. Because it's
Yeah.
a PS. Wherever there's a little PS above the coach, then that means that's a personally sponsored coach by yourself. So there's 2 different things going on in here. On the right leg, a lot of people think, oh, I have a coach on my right leg. You know, you're trying to rank advance to Emerald, you have to personally sponsor 2 coaches, one on your left leg, one on your right leg. So if you go in here and you see coaches on your right leg, they might not, you know, they have to have the PS on right above their head that you actually sign the coach up yourself. And then you have to sign. So this is perfect that you've got this set for the next coach to be placed on your left leg.
Okay.
And so personally sponsored, that's what rank advancement has to do with. When you hear people, when you rank advance to Emerald, you need personally one on your left, one on your right. Even if there's other coaches placed there by other people on your team, you have to personally sign them up. And then after that, when you're shooting to like diamond, you need 4 personally sponsored coaches on your left leg, 4 personally sponsored on your right leg. So that has to do with rank advancement. Now, team cycling has to do with just, it doesn't matter whether you signed up your coach or a coach above you. Like you have some of these coaches on your right leg, there's coaches above you that have signed these coaches up. And for you to figure out like who signed them up, let's look at the first coach on your left on your right leg? The one, who is that, Kara?
Yeah, it's Kira.
Okay, so click on Kara. Click on that little blue. Okay, so up on the top. Oh, you all right? Hope you're not getting the flu. So you see Kara up there on the top. See your name up higher, where it's highlighted in blue. Okay. Over to the right, it says View Details. Okay, click on that. So Alyssa Sardelli, see how it says sponsor coach?
Mm-hmm.
Alyssa Sardelli actually signed up Kara. So Alyssa's above you, so she put that coach on your right leg. And that's how you can tell, you know, and then you always should friend the coach. So now you can click out of that.
Okay.
That detail. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So people are usually confused where these coaches come from, but think of Kara, if she had her own organization and she was signing in her account and she was looking at herself, and then all of a sudden there's a coach below her, it could have come from you, Julie. But
Right.
she wouldn't have she can't see you, you know? So it's just like you can't see Alyssa. So that's where people get confused when they see coaches in their downline. But all the coaches that you don't personally sponsor are part of your team cycling. So it's all, and this is the team building of multi-level marketing. Coaches signing coaches, and you don't have to do all the effort yourself. It's not you just signing coaches. So how about let's look at the next coach below Kara, Heather. So let's click on her.
Okay.
View her details. Okay, so that's Marie Sardelli. So Marie is, I don't know, up there with Alyssa someplace, but they're all building. So your strong leg is your right leg. So you have coaches up above you that are signing coaches. Now, when these coaches sign coaches, they're going to be putting them on the right leg also. And your organization is going to look like the outline of a Christmas tree. So you always build to the outside left or the outside right. So now you can click out of that detail. Okay, and then the next one's your coach.
Yep.
Okay, and you can see, so whenever you sign a coach, you're going to put it, keep going all the way down, keep going. Oh, you got an emerald down there, cool. All right, and then keep going down. Okay, so if you were going to sign your next coach on your right leg, you would put it on Shanna's
Right here, right?
What is it?
Yeah, right here.
Yep, you would put it right there. So when you're building your organization, you either build to the outside left or to the outside right. And the reason that you're doing that is because your team building, like everybody on the right leg, if you put the coach on the bottom there, you're helping Shanna, Rebecca, and every coach all the way up to you. So that is like team building. If you put a coach, let's go up a little higher. A little higher on the right leg. If you put go up maybe a little higher than.
Oops. Sorry.
Yeah,
okay.
That's good. Yeah.
Can I go to the top?
Yeah, go up to the top. Yeah. Okay. So let's show. So what she wouldn't want to do is put a coach like on Kara's left leg, because you just cut out all those coaches on your right leg. Your team building is you always put it on the bottom, and it's team cycling has to do with volume points. Like Andrea said, PV, personal volume. And what that is, team cycling has to do with any of these coaches, whatever they buy themselves or whatever their customers buy becomes their personal volume. And all that volume on your leg every week, whatever they buy or whatever their customers buy, comes up to you. So you wouldn't want to put a coach on Kara's left leg because you're not helping Heather and all the other coaches. You always want to put it on the bottom left or the bottom right. And now let's go into my business, my volume, and then it'll make a little more sense. My business, my volume. Okay. So team cycling has to do with points that you accumulate on your left leg and your right leg. And every time her right leg is her strong leg. So every time she has 200 points on her right leg, if she has 100 points on her left leg to match, they minus it from the total for the week and you make $14 as an emerald. Now, she's not accumulating any volume right now until you have to rank advanced to emerald. So once she gets her own personally sponsored coach on her left leg, then she'll have all these points. And let's click on the RV there, that 315.
Right here, or?
Yep. Right
Okay.
there.
Okay.
So you're not team cycling yet until you become an emerald, but see what you have those 9 coaches. You have 8 coaches on your right leg, or 9 coaches, right?
Mm-hmm.
So every time, like this, what is this? Gisela?
Gisela.
Gisela.
Okay.
Yeah.
So click on her 270, that number right there, and it kind of breaks it down by. It won't say if it's her, or she probably has, maybe she bought Shake herself and then she has a couple customers buying Shakeology this week, because when you buy Shakeology, you get 90 PV.
Is that what happened, Gazelle?
Excuse me?
She's on the call.
Yes.
Yeah. You had
Yes,
a good week here. Did you buy the Shakeology this week, or did you have 3 customers that buy it?
I have one, and then I have 2 customers
Okay.
that buy it.
So you can see, so she gets the commission from her customers that bought Shakeology, but I forgot what your name, Julie? Julie.
Yes.
But for you, you get the points. So anybody in your downline on your left and right, whether you sign them up or not, it doesn't have to do with personally sponsored. It's just who's ever on your left or right. When they buy something themselves or their customers, you get the points. So you got 270 points, but nothing's going to happen for you until you become an emerald. So that's all the more reason that you want to get to emerald as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you sign your coach on your left leg and you become an emerald, you're going to accumulate all these points every week on your right leg, and then when you have 100 on your left leg, 200 on your right, 100 on your left, they'll minus that and you'll cycle and make $14. Does that make sense to people? I mean, I think you've seen the team cycling, but I think looking at it, if you look at your own coaches in your own downline and see the volume that they accumulate for you, it makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Does this help?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so we can click out of that. So, all right, so we'll go to one more thing, and then let's go up to my business, and then my commissions. Okay, so right now, okay, let's go on. So every week, the week starts on a Thursday, it ends on a Wednesday. So so after the week ends, you'll see your commissions. Let's just click on the 1944 because you have something there. So some people some coaches don't know you can actually click on the numbers and then it breaks it down by all the ways you earn as a coach. And I like to go over this because this is just another way to explain all the different ways you earn depending on if you're a coach or you're an emerald or a diamond. So every week on Thursday, you want to catch, if you've made any sales or you've team cycled or any of the ways you can earn or commissions from a challenge pack, you always want to click on your commissions because you'll see them on Thursday. It goes Thursday to Wednesday at midnight, and you'll see them on Thursday. And then the following Thursday, they'll be direct deposited in your bank account if you have your My Business, my EFT, you get your direct deposit set up. So I like to go over this because this is all the ways you earn as a coach or whatever level. So the retail commission, if you had anybody that purchases any products from you, this is where you're gonna see, you can actually click on that number if there's a number there, and it'll break it down by the customer and your commission. And if someone buys a challenge pack as a customer, you'll see your bonus for them. So you always want to check this. If you've got anything going on for the week, you always want to check your commission, and you want to see that your customer and you got your credit for it. And so those are two ways you can earn as a coach, with 25% commission, and with a challenge pack, you get the bonus. But you must be active. Like Andrea said, you have to have 50 PV as a coach. Personally, yourself, and that makes you an active coach. And then if someone purchases a challenge pack, you'll get the bonus. And then the second column is the subscription commission. You can click on that. And what this is, you earn this as a coach yourself also, is if any of your personally sponsored coaches or your customers are a club member, and whenever they renew their subscription, which is $38.88, you receive 50% of that. So, and who's Susan?
That's my sister.
Okay. She's your coach?
Yes.
Okay. So she just renewed her club membership, and then you can scroll over to the right.
But Mom, is her sister an Emerald?
No, she might want to cancel that.
Yeah, so she doesn't need her club membership unless she's an Emerald. So I always make sure that as soon as they sign up before the next month starts, so like a week before the next month. So if they signed up on the 5th, then the next month before the 5th, I would send them and tell them that they should email coachrelations@beachbody.com and say, please cancel my club membership, because they don't need to be paying that fee unless they are Emerald.
Except we're going to be having that new streaming. I think we're going to find more and more that people are going to want to be club members because of, what do you call that, Andrea? The
streaming?
Yeah, it's going to start.
They're going to put like thousands of beach workouts online.
Thousands?
I don't know.
No. Well, they haven't.
There aren't even thousands.
It's going to be P90X, P90X2, P90X3, Insanity, a whole bunch of workouts that you're not going to have to buy the DVDs.
Yeah, you have
So
to.
if you're a club member, you're going to be able to get those streamed online, so you won't have to have DVDs. And over time, they're going to have all the workouts.
Yeah,
so
they just don't have like the 21-day fix or Insanity Max 30 or Pio, any of like the newer workouts they don't have, but they had like all the P90Xs, Insanity, like 10-minute trainer and stuff.
So I think that, probably after next month, we're not going to tell coaches to cancel their club. Like, they're going to want it.
But you're going to want to inform them about the charge, because some people don't have enough money on their credit cards and stuff, and then they get charged that, and then they're annoyed. So I've had instances with that. So I like to explain to people what the club membership is, and let them know that they're going to get charged for it, and give them the option to keep it if they want.
Right. Before,
I always have it when you're Emerald.
I would always recommend canceling it before, but I think we're going to be, it's going to be the opposite. But that's a good point, Amy. You can scroll over to the right, and it'll show you your commission, I think. Is that as far as it goes? Down at the bottom, is there an arrow down at the bottom? Maybe not. I thought it would show it. Okay, so
there we go.
Okay, so there's your 14. That's their 1944. So with all the other products, you have a 25% commission, but with the club, you get the 50%. So it's any of your customers and any of your personally sponsored coaches. So like, I don't know, I think in October and November, a lot of people think, I don't want to get the club, but it's going to be more with the streaming. But on the other hand, I had 7 people renew their club membership. So it more than pays for myself, because I have a lot of coaches, they're Emerald or Diamond, So they're required to have the club membership. And then I do have a bunch of customers that get it, because a customer gets 10% off their products. And if they're a club member, then you only receive 15% commission instead of 25%. But you get 50% of their club membership. So, okay, so let's click up at the top left out of this, and we'll go back to the other ways to earn. Top
Sorry.
left, maybe? Left? Should be an arrow. Oh, there, yeah.
Where's it? I'm sorry.
You can't see it.
What are you looking for?
Top left to click out of that. Well, we can go back. Just go to my business, my commissions, I guess. I don't know where that is. Okay. Then go back down and click on that 1944.
Okay.
Okay. So these two top are the way you can earn as a coach. 25%, the bonus from the challenge pack, and the subscription. The team bonus has to do with when you rank advanced to emerald. And this is the residual income that building a team. And you just saw that Julie has signed herself, personally sponsored one coach, but she has 9 coaches in her organization. So that just shows you the power of multi-level marketing. And it's not all her effort. And this is where the business gets really exciting, when you rank advanced to emerald and then on to diamond, because it's not just your effort, it's your coaches signing coaches, and they sign coaches. And as things grow, I personally have 800 coaches in my downline on my left and right leg. And I team cycle between 1,100, about, I don't know, 11 to $1,400 every week from the coaches in my downline. And that's coaches signing coaches. It's the duplication that we're always talking about in this business. So the 45-second presentation is building your business deep, which means you have coaches, but then you're helping your coaches sign coaches, which sign coaches, which sign coaches, and that's where everything just explodes. And that's when this business gets really fun. So that's what the team bonus is. So to get into that, excuse me? Oh, I thought something. So you have to first rank advanced to emerald, and then on to diamond. And so as an emerald, you get $14 a cycle. As a diamond, you get $18. And then the matching bonus is, when you're a diamond, you get 10% of any of your personally sponsored coaches. When they cycle, you get that. And I actually make between like $100 or $150 every week from my personally sponsored coaches. If they, like Andrea will make $700 and I'll make $70 off that. So not only are you a diamond cycling at $18, you're also getting 10% of your personally sponsored coaches. So that's just another way that you earn.
And tell them how many personally sponsored coaches you have.
I have like 20. I have 20.
She has 20 personally sponsored coaches, but she has 800 coaches in her downline.
Yeah.
So
and that's why it like when they say this business takes, like 3 to 5 years, because the way Team Boom is really, our emphasis is on signing coaches, not just selling challenge packs to customers, because that's all your effort. Every week, it's you having people purchase challenge packs from you. And if you're sick and something, then nothing happens. But when you're building a team of coaches and you're getting them to duplicate, it's just exponential. The income just becomes exponential. And not only the income, it's the power of your coaches, who they can reach to help. Because like I have Cassandra right here on the call, my coach, there she is. And she knows people that I will never be able to reach. She just signed up her friend Dakota, and I would never know him to be able to reach out to him, and then or anyone else she knows, and family, friends. Same with my daughter Andrea, and So we're helping more people the bigger your team grows, and it rewards you with income to go with it. Anything else, Andrew?
I think that's it.
Oh, so after that, then the I don't know if everybody knows the showcase pack bonus. That is actually when you're signing up as a coach. It's the very first challenge pack, and it's PIO, T25, and P90X3, and I think it's like $295. So when your coach is signing up, they have the option to buy like the combo of 3 workouts with Shakeology, as opposed to just 1 workout. So it's a challenge pack, but you get a special bonus for that. It's a bit more.
Yeah.
And then the fast start bonus, if you sign up a coach, that's where you're going to see your challenge pack bonus. You're not going to see it in the retail commission. And the retail commission is if a customer buys the challenge pack. If they sign up as a coach, it'll be in the fast start bonus. And then the Fast Start Plus bonus is, what is it? You sign 5 coaches in 5 weeks or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Something. And you got that once.
You give you like $100, yeah.
Yeah, you get an extra $100.
Yeah.
So that's probably enough to overwhelm the coaches trying to get to Emerald. But it is a little overwhelming, and the other thing is, which is kind of cool, is the more you hear it, the more it makes sense, because we kind of say the same things over and over and over, right, Cassandra? She's heard this before.
Yeah, it's important just to look at your downline and see the coaches in there and make sure that you guys are friends and Facebook, and that, like you and Gazelle, I think you guys are friends, but like Alyssa Sardelli and I, like she's 4 levels down from me. Like she's somebody's personally sponsored coaches. A year ago, she was like, I really want to work this business. And I was like, all right. So that's how we became success partners. And she was in my downline. And so, that's kind of cool that you just want to make sure that you're friends with everybody that's in your downline. So they won't help you rank advance, but they will help you with your volume. So that's cool.
Team cycling, which is residual, and that's the real way that you fire your boss.
Yeah, and the only way you're going to get there is through invites and follow-ups, especially when you're a new coach. Like it takes a good 9 months to 12 months to like build up your foundation of customers and people being able to like trust that you're going to be here and that you're going to be consistent, and they're going to, they're going to want to lose weight and they're going to want to join a challenge, and they want to do it in 3 months. Like, are you going to be there? They'll think of you and they'll come to you, but it usually takes like 9 to 12 months to build up your customer base and your foundation. And then once you do, it's a lot easier to talk to people, and they know that you're going to be here in the long haul. So just in the beginning, it really is important to do your invites and your follow-ups, and be in the challenge groups and really focus on the people and helping them, because that's really where you're going to see the change. And then all this commission, it will just come.
Yeah. And really, it never changes. It's invites and follow-ups forever.
Yeah. I did the exact same thing.
Not the beginning.
I did the exact same thing I did 2 years ago. The only difference is I'm now like training and helping more coaches, but every single day I do my invites, I do my follow-ups. Like right on Friday, I had 1 Success Club point, and I'm like struggling to make Success Club. Like everybody's the same boat, like no matter, who you are. So you just have to, once you do those invites and those follow-ups, and you just strive to hit Success Club 5 every month, like your business will start to pick up. And I don't know, I think Marie laughed, but like she's been a coach for about 1.5 years now, and like people are starting to come to her, and her, people are watching her, and so when you follow up with people, it's a lot easier. But building the foundation, very important.
Right. And it's really not more complicated than this. Exactly what we're telling you. It's invites, follow-ups. The top coaches shoot for Success Club every month. Doesn't matter if you're a diamond, a 5-star, 10, 15-star. You're just doing that, and then you're signing coaches, and you're putting them on your left leg and your right leg. And people, when they start this business, get a little overwhelmed and think it's overwhelming, but it's nothing more than this. It's just it's just every day you do it, and building relationships with coaches and then duplicating.
Yeah. That's it. Cool.
No.
I will